Greetings. Today is May 6, 2020. The time now is 5:37 in the evening, early evening on Wednesday. This is a very disturbing and sad video that just, I don't know why it's like resurfacing now, because according to this information, this actually happened a couple of months ago. So if I don't have all my I's dotted and my T's crossed, please forgive me. I apologize, family. I'm like most everyone. I'm multitasking. I'm doing a lot. I'm trying to like have an octopus. I got 10 hands or 8 arms and stuff like that, and it's really just one me. But this is about our beloved brother Ahmaud Arbrey. Okay, and I just want to chime in really quick and put my 2 cents in on this video. So let me see.
In Georgia, a district attorney will ask a grand jury to consider charges against 2 white men who chased and killed a black man who was not armed. More than 100 people protested in Brunswick, Georgia last night after a video emerged showing the shooting death of 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbrey. More than 2 months ago was when the shooting happened. The 2 other men say it was self-defense.
Of course.
Omar Villafranca has the video, and we have to warn you ahead of time, it is disturbing.
This cell phone video captures the final moments of Ahmaud Arbery's life while he was jogging through his Brunswick, Georgia neighborhood.
His neighborhood.
The witness is recording the moment Arbery was confronted by Gregory McMichael and his son Travis, who shot Arbery twice with a shotgun.
What do you hope this video proves?
Proves that my son was not committing a crime. He was out for his daily jog, and he was hunted down like an animal and killed.
Arbery's mother, Wanda Cooper Jones, says she has not seen the video because it is just too painful to watch.
Is it something you plan to watch?
It's going to take some time. It won't be today or tomorrow. It may not be in months.
The graphic video shows Travis McMichael, who appears to be standing outside the parked truck, and Arbery struggling over what looks to be a shotgun. Gunshots can be heard on the video within a few moments of each other. Arbery is seen trying to run away before falling to the ground. According to the police report, Gregory McMichael told investigators he thought Arbery was a burglary suspect and ordered him to stop. McMichael then said Arbery violently attacked his son Travis. The prosecutor, who previously had the case, says Travis acted out of self-defense and within the scope of Georgia's citizen arrest statute.
The good old
Marcus Arbery says his son was not a criminal and was just out for his usual jog around his own neighborhood.
Because he loved to stay in shape. He stayed a street over from where he got killed.
Greg McMichael is a former law enforcement officer who used to work for the local DA. Due to conflicts of interest, the case is now on its 3rd prosecutor, who says he will convene a grand jury once the coronavirus pandemic is over. Lee Merritt is one of the attorneys who represents Arbery's family.
After seeing this video, law enforcement has no other choice. They need to go out and make an arrest today.
Fellow Arbery family attorney Ben Crump says this shooting bears some similarities to another one of his cases from 2012, Trayvon Martin.
This killing was completely unnecessary and unjustified. And like so many people advocated in Trayvon Martin's case, people should not try to take the law into their own hands.
Try telling them that.
It's worth noting a Florida jury acquitted Trayvon Martin's killer, George Zimmerman, of murder. And Florida's laws are different than Georgia's laws. Now, we reached out to the McMichael family. They did not want to talk. Also, the FBI says they are aware of the case and they have been briefed. Gail?
Omar, once again, the video tells a very different story from the story that we were told initially. Very glad that the video exists. Thank you very much.
The lies that you were told initially. Okay. So
say it was self-defense. Omar Villafranca has the video, And we have to warn you ahead of time, it is disturbing.
This cell phone video captures the final moments of...
So I have to say this, and we're going to keep saying this until it sinks in. See, what we're not really understanding, family, this is what we're not understanding. We're not understanding that the time has come for us to make a 360-degree change. And the change is not going to be comfortable. It's not going to be where you're prepared for it, or, you know, like, it's not going to be anything pleasant. Let's just put it that way. But it has to happen, because what I see right here and what I know of all of the incidents of this same type of terrorism, okay, because that's what this is. This is terroristic acts of terrorism, okay? Homegrown terrorists that we're living under and around. We're being forced to live around them. And when they get ready, they make up and concoct these outlandish stories about black people in the community to give them a pass to practice target practice and practice their shooting skills, marksman skills, and sharp shooting skills. So the question is, how much many more black bodies will it take for us to realize that we need to put complete separation between us and them? I mean, this is an urgent need. This is a international emergency. It's not just national here in America. It's around the entire world, the entire globe. Okay? With our race and these animals. Who does this? Like, who does this? His son is on the truck, like literally, like he's shooting at like when they go hunting. All right? And they're hunting the animals in the woods. But now they're going to come back and say, of course, this is always their, you know, their conversation when they tell the world what it is. They're going to always get a pass or make up an excuse to be innocent. Okay? And the good old boys are sitting there trying to give him a pass. Because remember, they said the father used to work for him. So he worked inside an organization that was formerly the Klans. Just to let you all know. That's the Night Riders and all of that stuff. That's where that organization, like, that's the root of it. When it evolved into the police department, the sheriff, all of these other agencies. But so his father is a former Grand Wizard. Okay, I'm just using that metaphorically, because, you know, they didn't say that, but that organization, that's where it started. And so the police organization. So of course he has his good old buddies that still work there. Hey man, well, I just shot this nigga over in my community, and you know, he was out there threatening my son, and I felt my life was in danger. So as a citizen of this country, I exercise my rights and to defend myself. And what's that stand your ground, okay? So like they were saying, the laws are a little different than in Florida when they got away with Zimmerman, that terrorist, all right, mercenary, still running around on the planet, free as a bird. He used to stand your ground. So let's see if Jethro and Jeb use stand your ground. Let's see if they're going to get away with it. They shot that man like an animal. Then they had the nerve to say that they thought he was something about he called at him to stop, and he kept running. Okay, the man is out there jogging, and who the hell are you? Okay, so because you see a black man jogging or running, that gives you the right to yell out, stop, and if they don't damn stop, then you can shoot them in the back? Another thing that's not adding up. Ahmaud Arbrey was in his community. The father said he was a block over from where he lives. Now you got this devil that lives in the community. This is why we need to separate from them. Okay? Now, the way they stare and gawk and eyeball our people, I'm not buying that he didn't see that boy or that young man before, okay, he was out there jogging that day. I don't buy that. Okay, according to the family, he loves to jog. He's into fitness and he enjoys jogging. So more than likely, he's been down that route more than once. As a former jogger, I know how it goes. When you get used to a certain trail, you will return to it. It's just a part of jogging. That's what comes along with it. You like to find certain trails and stick with them so that you can accomplish whatever your exercise goals are. And you don't want to keep getting familiar with a new trail. So you typically will go back to somewhere that you've gone before. So I'm not buying that this redneck devil did not know that he was a jogger at all. I'm not buying that. They live in the same community. Him and his son. So I don't buy that worth of 2 cents at all. And the mother, I'm so proud of Ahmaud Arbrey and your mother and your father. My condolences to your family. The black community sends their condolences to your family. The black conscious community sends their condolences to your family, beloved. I'm very proud of you all that you did not continue to entertain these devils and all their little interviews and undermining things that you're going to say and trying to put you understand, on the spot and want to make money off of the murder and slaughter and execution of your son with all their little freaking interviews. Bravo to you. Shut they ass down. I'm glad you did that, sister. So anyway, and then at the end you got Gail King, who says, oh, it's a very different story than the one that we got earlier. Yeah, of course it is. Now that the person who actually witnessed it sent the real video in so you could see it. Because before then, I bet you was on that give them a pass and they always innocent bullshit, right, Gail? That's what you was on, right? That the stories that came in, those were the kind of stories that came in that was telling us a tale of this man was doing something for this. I don't care what it is. Again, like the lawyer said, Crump, the attorney, the black lawyer, what citizens need to do is exercise the law enforcement when there's issues. They don't supposed to take law into their own hands. But you can't tell white folks that, though, because they don't listen to anything. Okay? They dance by their own beat. That's the problem. They think they're above the law. See, black people understand that. Okay? But you do have those that break that law too. And they do stuff too. So I'm not saying that blacks don't do it too. But the point is that you don't see black people out here shooting down white people like this in the back, gunning them down. This is a constant ongoing situation. It doesn't happen that way. You don't see any trials that have come up where there's a white person and they're there with their family because somebody black, son or daughter, shot their son or daughter or whoever in the back and murdered them. I haven't seen, I don't even know of one in the last couple of months. So there's a lot to be said about this story. And the fact that he's in his own neighborhood. See? Separation. Separate. Total separation from these devils. That's what needs to happen. Let us go back to segregation. Y'all stay on your side and we stay on ours. That's how it was back in the day in Brooklyn. We didn't live on top of them at all. We didn't go to school with them at all. They kept their kids in their school and we went to our school. They lived in their neighborhood and we lived in our neighborhood. That is the way it was. That is the way it was. That's the way it needs to be now. Because there's bad blood between the two communities. Okay? And you can't fix it with hotheads running around. You cannot. So the way to sort of try, if it's even possible, I don't think it is. All right? I really don't. But the way to put a distance between the two communities that have serious issues on the table that are not being addressed, they're being swept under the rug. And this is building up anger and resentment, is to separate them. It's just like, I keep saying this and using this as an example. It's like a marriage that has gone south. Okay? What happens when the marriage has gone south? What do you do? Okay? What do you do, family? You go to the judge, right? Okay, you make it official, you get a divorce. You get a divorce. A divorce. This is the way to do it civilly. It's called being civilized. That's what it's called. The judge sits there and he divvies up who gets what. Who gets the children, who gets the house, who gets the cars, whatever money is split up, whatever. And that's it. The two people go their way. Go and be in peace. That's where we are right now. We've been there forever. We're just ignoring the signs. We're ignoring it. And it's also, we're refusing, we're being forced. It's going to get even more forceful. But we're refusing to make the necessary changes to put the separation into effect. We don't want to be inconvenienced by what it will take to separate. But yet, we want to use, their stolen media and all of this stuff that we use to get our information out and our voices to be heard, whatever that means. Because if it's getting heard to 1,000 people is a miracle with all their shadow blocking. But the point is, why are we going to continue, on this path as though this is something entertaining and fun, when it is serving no purpose and people in our community are continuously dying? They're getting poisoned. They're getting botched surgeries and implanted with defected medical devices, gunned down, execution style, chokehold, tased, poison, all of this stuff. Maimed, hung from trees, dragged from F-250s and F-350s. Yeah. It's been time. The handwriting is on the wall. Separate. So I wanted to put up something because this is a horrible tragedy. And they're saying that they're going to address it as soon as the government opens back up after COVID-19. Very good. It should be the first thing you address. Put their ass under the jail. That's where they need to be. In jail. In jail. So I just helped you all out there in Georgia. Okay. I meditate you all will get a judge or someone that, actually is going to do their job. Because so far you've gone through two people and you haven't come to a conclusion yet. because this guy that you know, him and his son that executed this black man are relying on their good old boy buddies and stuff inside of the police department and the judicial system. Okay, but anyway, that's it for this one, family. So I wanted to go on record putting my 2 cents in on this particular story. And I think it's very sad and it's very disturbing to look at. It really, really, really is. It's hard to look at. It's hard to look at. Okay? And the white community, you all need to understand, black people, we're just tolerating you. We don't really want to be around you all anymore. It's best that we are not around one another. Okay? And you all may not like how that sounds. You may not like what those of us that are saying that. And that's okay. I don't like a whole lot of shit in life. Lots of us don't like stuff. Your community, a whole lot of stuff your community don't like. The bottom line is, whether you like what is being said or not, let's get out of our feelings and let's deal with the facts. The facts. And the facts are, we need to separate from your community. Period. So that's it for this one, family. It's your girl, Goddess Terrain, aka G9. Have a great day, family. Black Power.